Today I am making chicken chili. I'm going to get my vegetable oil. I've got my pan heating up. I'm going to add some oil to this pan. There we go. And chop some onion. Okay. Onion. Onion is so good for you. Okay, so get this onion chopped. I used to have a lot more knives. But being that I moved, I left so many things behind that I could not take with me. And I think that the knives, along with a lot of other things that I had, were left behind. So it's one of those situations where I had to move very quickly. Okay, so I'm going to throw these onions in. And let's see, I have it on medium heat, that's fine. I'm going to add some garlic, some of my minced garlic to this. Okay, come on, out of there. That's probably a teaspoon. Just plop it out there. Okay. So. Okay, now I've got my cooked chicken. Family size grilled cooked chicken. Okay. It's fully cooked. And I'm going to open this bag. Now, these are wonderful because they can stretch. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I can smell that seasoning. Let's take some out for our chili. Okay. And there's still quite a bit more in there for another meal. And I'm going to chop this up. Now, you can use, if you have your own, say you have a chicken that you need to cook, you can do that. If you have chicken leftovers off of, thighs or any kind of chicken, make certain it's cooked before you do this. If not, you're going to have to cook it before you add your beans. Okay? So, this is why I like this so much, because this chicken's already cooked. And all I do is dice it up, and it goes for so many different things, from enchiladas to, I use it in my curried rice, which I will make for you guys and show you how I do that. So if you have ground chicken, make certain that you cook it up first. This is all cooked. Okay, now I'm going to stir my onions around. If there's some big pieces in there, you can break them up, as you see them. I'll lower the heat a tiny bit, and I'm going to add my seasonings. Okay, so starting with the cumin, I'm just going to cover the onions entirely with it, all over, just like that. See? Cover the surface of the onions. Okay? Get my chili powder. That's about a tablespoon. Just about another tablespoon. So I'll give it 3. Okay. Get my onion powder out. Cover the surface of your onions. Remember, your onions are on low. Going to get some garlic powder. Now we won't use as much of this, but there we go. Just a little bit. It's probably about a teaspoon of garlic powder. What is this? Cinnamon. Yes, I said cinnamon. Okay. This is going to add the heat, because if you don't have jalapenos or any chilies to add to your chili, you just add a little bit of cinnamon. And this will give you the heat. Okay. Probably about a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Now I'm using my tomato bouillon. Shake it up. Okay. Oh my gosh. Smell that. Okay, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons, actually more like teaspoons, my tomato bouillon. Okay, get all of these. Oh gosh, smells so good. I wish you could smell this. Okay, now I'm going to stick in my chicken, my cooked chicken, cooked grilled chicken. Now this bag's like $6, and I can use it for like at least 3 dishes. Turn it around, get it going, just get all that chicken coated. Oh, the spices are amazing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Now hold on while that warms. I'm going to get some water. And I'm going to add a mug of water to this. Turn up the heat on medium. Now I've got quite a bit of cooked beans that I'm going to add to this. Oh, it smells utterly awesome. Okay. Now if you like your chili saucier, you can add more water. And you know how to thicken it, but I'll show you. Okay, I've got another mug of water here, and my cornstarch. I'm just going to add about 2, gosh, I'm almost out of this cornstarch. 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to this water. Okay. You could do 3, but I think 2 is enough. I'm going to pour this in, bump up the heat, pour this in. Okay. Just like that. Stir it around. Smells awesome. Okay, cornstarch slurry reacts to the heat, so it'll thicken it as it heats. Now that was cold water, so it's taking a little bit of time. Now if you have any other spices you'd like to add to this, you can do that. I'll add some pepper to this now. Okay, a couple shakes of pepper. I love this coarse pepper. Just stir it around. I can feel it thickening already. Smells so nice. I've got it on medium high, and I'm just stirring it, see? Just stirring it around. It's starting to feel like a gravy. It's getting thicker. Can you tell? It's not so translucent. You just stir it around. Oh my gosh. You are going to love this chili. See how it's thicker? It's like a gravy. It's getting thicker as I stir. Now I am going to lower the heat to medium. Oh, look at that. And I'm going to add my cooked pinto beans to this. Okay. Just add that right in there. Slow, you don't want it to splat up and hit you. And just, there we go, look at that. Awesome. Chicken chili. Now you can kind of press your spoon down a little bit if you want to kind of mash a couple of those beans. This is real saucy, but we can thicken this even more if you like with some more cornstarch, which I will show you in a moment. I might do that, we'll see. Okay, just go around like that. Oh, this is just awesome. I wish you could smell it. Okay, now those beans are heating up. I am going to get a little bit more water. Look, just the tiniest bit of water, not much. Close to like a 1/4 cup. And see, I'm just going to use the rest of this. And stir that up. Okay. Definitely need to put an order for cornstarch in today. Okay. There we go. I'm going to add it to this chili. Okay. Turn my heat back up to medium high. And just stir this around. It's going to get even thicker. Can you tell it's thickening already? Oh my gosh, awesome. Now you can have this chili in a bowl or just over rice. It also, I mean, it lightened up some, kind of like a Nally chili, right? I don't know if you know that brand, if you're familiar with it, but it's one of my favorite brands, mostly because it uses turkey. Ground turkey. I do not eat pork. I used to many years ago, but you know, Father says, do not eat pork. Because our body does not belong to us. It is His temple. And pork is an unclean animal. So our Father is holy. So are we to be. Oh, look at that. Do you see how thick it is now? Look. Nice, thick chili. Now, you can always, okay, lighten it up if you want a little more. Okay, a little darker. Just add a little more chili powder to it. Stir it in there. Put it in there nice and good. Okay, look at that. Oh my gosh. This is wonderful. You can have this in a mug. You can have this over rice. Look at that. Wonderful. I am going to be serving this with my macaroni and cheese. Okay, so I only heated this up as long as it took to thicken it, which was like maybe 5-10 minutes. So this dish is actually, if you're using cooked chicken, I mean 15 minutes to make, seriously. And you can thicken it like this. You can serve it with just crackers if you like. I've grated some cheese here. Some jack cheese on there. Mmm. Yummy. Now this is really too hot for me to try, but you will love this. And the amount serving I put in this bowl is at least a can, right? Like a tin worth. If you bought a tin of chili from the store, this is how much you would get. However, look how much that made. Okay. Now I added maybe, I would say 3 cups of pinto beans that I had cooked in my pressure cooker, and a little bit of chicken, and it made enough to, gosh, feed so many. So I pray that all of you have these ingredients. Father, fill their cupboards with the ingredients to make this wonderful recipe you have given me. In the name of Jesus Christ, I ask this. God bless you, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.